Alright, we're live.
Oh, cool. So, is it like live?
Mm-hmm.
Good. So, this is Dusk. It's very Quake-ish. And we're doing any percent accessible inbounds, which means it's an accessible difficulty and we are not going out of bounds. So, the first level is basically... the first level we're gonna skip 4 seconds of a freeze frame. The time hasn't started, by the way. I'm gonna do the countdown, and that's when I press the N key. So 3, 2, 1, go. So I skipped the 4-second freeze frame. Perfect. That was beautiful.
Very nice. Yeah, Dusk Dude is impaled on a meat hook at the beginning of the map, and obviously we've got to go fast, so we skip that by holding one of the direction keys during the load screen.
Okay.
Nice sequence of bunny hops across the fence to get to this secret, retrieving the riveter.
I want that.
Manipulation, don't worry about it.
Yeah. This game is very hard to commentate because this is going very fast and there's a lot of things to do.
It's pretty much over already, let's be honest. Now, so the movement here is sort of a simplified version of strafe jumping. Simply running diagonally and bunny hopping will increase your speed up to a cap.
Yeah, and you get to that cap quite quickly, and it goes really quick, fast, like.
Skipping the yellow key here by rivet jumping through the window. It's off to the right of spawn. Typically, you would retrieve that.
And now I'm going to the secret to pick up this key, which is faster than getting the normal key. It's very interesting.
Right, there's actually 2 blue keys in this map, one of which is secret. It's quite an unusual design choice.
Yeah, very interesting.
And you'll see brainfluid spamming bunny hops through some of these narrow areas just to make sure that he's at top speed.
That was a boss.
You have to be very rapid with your jumps there in order to maintain the speed. Yeah, we skip all of the bosses throughout the run. That they are optional. Hitting a trigger here on the super shotgun that switches the level around, allowing us to access this area. It's going to hit this switch here through the fence, grabbing the blue key. And I don't want to get blocked on the way back. Fairly simple to avoid.
Oh, beautiful.
Very nice.
This level is one of my favorites. It's very open and there's tons of different ways to do it. And yeah, there's a lot of different routes you can take for it and ways to like make it fast and easy for you. And coming up is an interesting level called the Cutting Mines, and it's basically a maze, and I don't want to jump during this level because I otherwise get stuck on pretty much everything.
Right, all of these support beams you can easily bonk on, so just taking it slow and steady.
Yeah, and I'm doing a suboptimal route because I haven't figured out how to deal with the fastest route yet, so I'm just doing what I'm used to.
We grab the yellow key there, but the yellow door is actually a fake door. It's a bait and switch, but opening it causes the red key to spawn, so we can make our way back through here. We don't take the rapid fire rune there as a nice split, as it would cause a large number of enemies to spawn in that final room. Here's a small skip that I found using this jump pad to get up to the window. The intended route would be to go through the entire house and then exit via the window. We sort of reverse that. heading down the well.
And this is another boss that we're gonna ignore. Wow,
You'll
I'm
see
getting
that,
so many good speeds. Holy crap.
It's a very nice run. In a number of locations, you'll see that there's, say, 3 or 4 switches, and we have to light them up in a specific pattern to open the door. It's just a bit of trial and error on your first playthrough. Here we have a great skip, a river climb over this huge barrier. Now, typically, I believe you'd have to get a key and throw a switch in order to open that gate. We just go straight over the top.
Oh dear. So this level is quite straightforward. There are not many skips on this level, I think. Oh, by the way, this level is completely insane in the out of bounds category because you go below the level and basically hover.
Out of Bounds is a drastically different run.
Yeah. And this is the final level of episode 1. And as always, we skip the boss. So here's some lore. I hope you caught that. Now episode 2. This is where the game gets scary because there's a lot of critical moments here. So I'm gonna go into the secret and grab the riveter.
Most people miss that secret on their first playthrough. And he's heading to the second secret here now, where he'll grab the crossbow and the hallowed health. That's basically the only time that we go for a major item. Pretty much lasts us the duration of the episode. He's also going to want this morale here. The morale functions the same as armor if you're familiar with games like Quake.
This level is very interesting as well, because you can easily get stuck here in the beginning.
Right, the descent on these stairs it may look simple, but you can get stuck in all of these pipes and handrails very easily. And playing it safe, retrieving the yellow key there, you can continue your bunny hops by using the door frames to your advantage, but it's a marathon, so we don't want to get stuck behind all of the physics props in there. There are several invisible enemies running around here, the Wendigos. You might hear them breathing heavily.
And there's another one here, but he's not really any trouble for us, so just leave him be. And that's the second level of episode 2. I think that was a gold.
Looking good, dude.
Yeah, it's going fine. This level is like the first level where we do the crossbow shots. So
right, now to explain that, the crossbow can shoot through walls, and it can also be used to trigger certain switches. Not all switches can be shot, but some can. Our brain missed the trigger there to open the wall. Now, a lot of the triggers and hitboxes are unusually small in this game. It can be kind of frustrating. So there's a small secret area. Sorry, not a secret area, a small room beneath him, which he just shot into, hitting the switch to open the trapdoor.
And it happens in here as well, because taking it safe.
Good plan.
Also,
So
there
are several different patterns that you can get with the pistons there. With most patterns, it's possible to one-cycle them, but
yeah, so that's another crossbow shot that we're doing. It's
right.
It's not as hard as it looks, but you have to learn them, basically.
Yeah, this is a pretty good setup for just about everything now. And across the duration of the run, having the crossbow saves literally minutes. Now, this is Escher Labs. By hitting that switch with the crossbow, he basically reconfigured the entire laboratory. And here he's going for the yellow key. You can rivet climb your way up. I find it to be a little bit faster, but playing it safe by taking the low route there and moving on to the red key area. There's more Wendigos in here. And heading on to the boss room, which is being torn apart by the void. You don't want to fall down.
Ooh, I almost did. Okay. Okay, we're fine.
And here we have another map with a large hole in it, this time filled with lava. You don't want to fall down once again. Nice sequence of bunny hops there, going to the yellow key. And it continues on to the blue. Okay. You can go to the right of that little forklift there, but I'm just playing it safe, of course.
Oh dear. I got messed with by the
Right.
cybernetic women.
Yeah, what are those called? I know the boss is Mama.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So we
Here's
used to be able
Big
to
John.
aggro Big John through the wall here, but that was patched out. Still pretty quick to get past him.
I don't think I
Can-
took any damage here. That's actually quite rare to not take any damage because he can kill you very easily.
True, you can crouch slide past him sometimes, or even get over him fairly quickly, but you can just bait him out of there and avoid any trouble.
So
Neo Babel's got to be one of my favorites. Some great tricks here.
yeah, and it's a very open level as well.
It's in the sky too.
So shoot the button through the floor. Oh, bonk your head and grab the yellow key here. There's
Well
something
done.
I
You
will.
got the key.
Ah, I missed. You can shoot these switches to the wall, but it's a bit hard.
It only saves about a second. Some very nice rivet jump there. Don't know what was wrong with that switch though, it was protesting. Going to the left side there, unconventional.
Yeah, very unorthodox. So let's see here. Blood and Bone is
Here we have the Blood and
unfortunately the weakest level in the run.
It's the most luck dependent now, and unfortunately it's quite late in the run too.
Yeah,
It's mainly due to backtracking and the number of enemies that we have to deal with here. It's fairly simple movement through the blue key. And now we head back.
oh what? And here is what we're talking about with this level being very luck dependent. That
We
wasn't
got the Wendigo running into the blue door there.
yeah, and that wasn't too bad though. I've seen
Fairly clean.
yeah, I've seen being way hard, like worse because
Oh yeah.
like
The
those.
is it the pyros? You can get a pyro in there and have it detonate on you and everything. What are they called? Welders. That's the one.
Yeah. I don't have a
Oh, so they-
flashlight anymore, so
Right. There are some falls that break your flashlight.
that was not bad though. That was a decent time.
You can pick up a replacement flashlight when that happens, but obviously we're just skipping over it.
Yeah, and when your flashlight breaks, it works magically in the next level, so we're fine. Okay, I got the blue key. That's a bit sketchy, actually.
Combination of river jumping and crossbow hovering here, just to get that bit of additional height required.
Yeah, and it's crossbow hovering is one of the greatest things in Dusk, because it's like It's not like save hovering that was patched out because it was bad. But it's like you're actually doing something, and that was a gold.
Very lucky to hit that switch first try. Sometimes you'll shoot at dead center and it won't switch.
Yeah. Also, this is the last level in the run, and that's a boss fight. And as always, we can ignore him, but he can sometimes kill you. And
Now,
time is
potentially you can
coming
hit
up
these four
like
switches with the
now.
crossbow.
Time.
We haven't quite developed a strat for that.
Yeah, you can shoot crossbows. Shoot the crossbow bolts to get those buttons, but we haven't found any like reliable setups for it. But yeah, that's basically that's Dusk, and here's some more.
Did you catch
lore.
that?
So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it.
Enjoy the marathon, guys.